Hey everyone, welcome back to Mr. Holland's Classroom, where today we're in Chapter 6, Lesson 4 of Kindergarten My Math. We are going to be talking about the equal sign today. So this whole chapter has been about subtraction. And in the last lesson, you learned about using the minus sign, or sometimes we say Linus the minus, who is the symbol that tells us that we are going to be taking away, or that some of the group is going away. So today we're talking about me equal the equal. And in chapter 5, if you remember, we did talk about me equal the equal. Then the equal sign tells us the aftermath, what has happened now. When it was adding, we took two groups and put them together, and the equal sign told us how many we have now. How many do we have now? But this equal sign tells us something different with subtraction. It tells us how many we have left. That's language that we've already used in this chapter. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the stuff that we're doing. How can I use objects to subtract? That's the big question. Let's take a look at this. Is this addition story wrong? Well, let's take a look. 3 aliens equals 4 aliens plus 7. I think something is switched around. I think 3 aliens and 4 aliens equals 7. So I think that we need to change what is on here. So I'm going to actually cross off that, and I'm going to switch it. So 3 aliens plus 4 aliens equals 7. Let me double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That makes sense. 3 aliens plus 4 more aliens equals 7 aliens altogether. Okay, good. I was right. Look at that. Okay. What symbols do you use with subtraction? Well, yesterday we learned that we use the minus sign, and today we're talking about the equal sign. So this is how it'll look. There will be a number here, and a number here, and a number here. But what's different than the addition stories where we had adding the plus sign is that with the plus sign, we had two smaller numbers here, which added together to make a bigger number. But in subtraction, we start with a big number, and then some of that goes away and it becomes a smaller number. Let's see what it looks like on the next page. Okay, so it says place between 2 and 9 objects on the beach. Ooh, it lets me choose. Okay, so I am going to put some red circles and act like they're crabs. Oh, it does say represent crabs. So, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, and we'll do 5. Okay, so we have 5 crabs to start. So I'm going to write 5. Neck and tummy, put on a hat. All right. Count and write the number of crabs. I did that. Okay, so some of them go in the water. So I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 of them go in the water. And you could pick any one, but I'm going to pick 4. Down across and cut in half. I am number 4. Okay, so what we need to put in this circle is the equal sign. So as of right now, we know that there were 5 crabs and 4 of them went into the water. So that's basically what happened. But the end of the story is, what does it look like now? How many are left on the beach? So the equal sign tells us how many are left. There were 5 and 4 went away. So there is how many left? 1 crab left on the beach. Okay. So they'll say, well, you could do your own story, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so this actually has stuff for us. So we start off with this number. How many ice cream cones do you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to write 7 as our starting number. But in this story, it says Molly is selling ice cream at the carnival. So she has 7 ice creams. It says she sells some of the cones. How many do you guys think she sells? Well, I hope she sells all of them, because if she has any left, they're gonna melt. So she sells 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So she sells all 7. So how many does she have left? The equal sign basically tells us that there were 7 and then 7 went away. So how many are left? There's 0 left because they're all gone. Isn't that cool? All right, it's going to say, well, oh, they did 7 minus 4 equals 3. That one's too easy. Okay, so now we're in our books here on page 403, and we already have a sentence kind of put up there for us. I see the minus sign there, and I see we need to trace the equal sign. So let's see the equal sign. I'll trace that, but we're not there in the story yet, so hold on. So it says use dots to model subtraction story. Okay, so let's go to our smiley face stickers. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 friends playing in the treehouse. Okay, so I'm gonna write 5. And then they were like, oh man, it's time for dinner, time to go home. And so no, wait a minute. I need those guys. I need them back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're still there. Okay, so there's 5 there. And I need to write my number 5 again. 5 minus, guys, time for dinner. Okay, Mom. I gotta go home. Bye. 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 Bye, 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 bye. Okay, so 4 of them we erased. They had to go home. And the guy who's left, he's already home. So 5 minus 4 equals how many left? 1. That looks like our problem that we had earlier. But this story says 5 stuffed animals are at the table, and then 3 stuffed animals are moved to the rug. Okay, so how do we do that? Well, let's try that one. Stuffed animals. We'll say this is a stuffed animal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's fine. So we had 5. Kind of did that one already. So we have 5, but then it says to move them over. Can I move them? Let me see if I can move them. Maybe not. But I can move 1, 2, 3 over here. And then at the same time, I can erase the 3 over here. So I'll erase 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we took 3 and we moved them. So how many are left at the table? 1, 2. You see? So the numbers change here and here, but we started with the same and just a different number left. So then we have to look at how many are left. All right, let's go to the next page. Actually, I need to clear. Okay, good. And go there and go. Okay, so on this page, look, they kind of already have the story laid out. We just have to tell it. So how many moose stuffed animals are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we write the 7. We count all of them first to see how many we have. And then we see that some of them are crossed off. Those are the ones that are going away. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that went away. The equal sign tells us, or basically asks us to see how many are left. How many did we not cross off? 1, 2. And that's where we write the number. All right, let's try it down here. So what kind of animals are these? These look like stuffed tigers. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 stuffed animal tigers. But how many are crossed off? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 stuffed animal tigers went away, and the equal sign tells us how many are left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we'll do one more together because can't do them all, but just to see if you guys know what you're doing. Okay, how many did we have? How many pandas are there? All of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and it looks like almost all of them are crossed off. How many are crossed off? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we had 8 pandas and 7 of them went away. How many are left? You're right, just 1. See, you guys know how to do this. The only thing we're practicing is saying with the equal sign there how many are left. Because when we have subtraction, we have some, then some of them go away. So we have to see how many are left. Because we didn't get any more. So we're not seeing how many are all together. We're just seeing how many are left behind. So let's clear that and go back to that and see this is what you're going to work on, and you guys know how to do this already because they already have everything crossed off. You just need to make sure you put the numbers in the right spot and draw the equal sign to see how many are left. Okay, and then you get to have some fun here at the toy shop. Make sure your parents help you read the directions so you're writing the right numbers, and the homework is just like the work we've done, except for it's got sports stuff like golf clubs and tennis balls and basketballs. So, but anyway, that's all I have for me today. But until next time, I will see you later. Bye, everyone.